An independent force in American politics. You know, he gave up his Senate seat. He dated Deborah Winger. A lot of sizes, a lot of things suggest a really independent guy.
Officer and a gentleman, right?
Officer and gentleman. Then he moves to New York and becomes president of a new school, a big school. And now he's out there sort of playing whatever for Hillary, saying things all about Barack Obama having a Muslim father and having Hussein for a middle name. You got to wonder if this isn't the invasion of the body snatchers.
Well, I think what you got going on here is a lot of Democrats who are looking at possible jobs in the Clinton administration potentially. They look at, you know, if they're on her side and not on Obama's side,
yeah,
he's gonna have to forgive a lot of Democrats for that anyway. If you get on the wrong side of her and she becomes president, you're out. And also, Kerry's living in New York now. We know he wants to get back in the Senate. Maybe he'll run for her Senate seat if she wins.
Let me ask Chris Salissa, are these the meal tickets lining up? Is that what we're watching?
You know, Chris, I think Jonathan's right to a point. Remember, though, that Hillary Clinton was always going to be the establishment candidate. I don't care who else ran. She was always going to be the establishment candidate because of her husband, because of the reach the Clintons have within the party. That works, but only to a point. That all the weight of the establishment support behind her, and it feels like she's announcing 3 or 4 endorsements from elected officials a day, all that weight is all well and good if you win. If you lose, that weight all of a sudden becomes a crushing weight on you. I'm
talking about the moral weight on these people who are willing to do anything now. You got Vilsack out there, Strickland, Evan Bayh. Every day I pick up a paper, there's another quote from somebody who's a wannabe saying whatever the Clinton people told him to say, apparently.
Politics,
these lines look like they're being fed. Well, let me find some outrage here. Can I get some from Christia? I'm not getting any from you. Christia, aren't you appalled at the willingness of these people to become castrados in the eunuch chorus here, or whatever they are? What do you call them? I don't know what they are. What do you think of these people?
Well, I'm not going to comment on whether they have been castrated or not, but what I do think is interesting is whether these stings are really going to work. In the Charlie Rose interview with President Bill Clinton, a really interesting point was when he accused journalists of being stenographers for picking up on that Barack Obama wanted to be president in kindergarten line. So clearly, the press reaction clearly bothered them. And I wonder if they're going to get as much mileage as they think out of comments like this Muslim one. So, you know, I think that it can cut both ways. And, you know, the Obama line about saying, I don't want to practice the politics of personal destruction, maybe people will like that.
Are the Clintons so determined to destroy Barack Obama they're willing to let John Edwards win in Iowa? John.
They want John Edwards to win in Iowa if they don't, because Barack Obama to them is the long-term threat. John Edwards they think they can beat. So if they can't beat, if they can't win themselves, they want Edwards to win.
I think they'd rather come in third. They'd rather come in third to Edwards than second to Barack. Anyway, thank you, Chris Salissa. Thank you, Christian Freeland. Thank you, Jonathan Allen. Over the next couple of nights, we'll be live on the campaign trail up in New Hampshire.